Yo, what's up, guys? Seasonal Talk Sam here to bring you guys an episode 1 review and first impressions of Terror in Resonance, Terror in Tokyo, Zankyo no Terror, whatever title you want to call it. Like, damn, I'm surprised like a show like this has 3 titles, but then again, it's a Shinichiro Watanabe show, which this show is probably the most anticipated show out of the summer season just because it's Shinichiro Watanabe and Yoko Kanno back at it again. The thing the last time they collaborated was back in 2012 with what was that show? Kids on the Slope or Sakimichi no Pollen, whatever title you want to call it. Which I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna bother watching it considering. I mean, I heard it was good, but I don't know. I'll maybe watch one day. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, Shinichiro Watanabe, Yoko Kanno. So everyone's expectations for this show are really high because, come on, Cowboy Bebop. Just yeah, that Cowboy Bebop. Enough said. But anyway, as far as the first episode is concerned, this was an okay first episode. I feel as though like this show needs like a couple more episodes to hit the ground running. Like it's not going. I don't because from what I gathered, me personally, I didn't think this first episode didn't really hook me. I would think maybe by episode 3 or 4, maybe even 5, like the show will like have a hook, like will have me instantly hooked. But yeah, like I wasn't. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it, but it didn't like really grab me to be like, oh my god, where's episode 2? Like with Tokyo Ghoul, which is a bad comparison because because Tokyo Ghoul and Terran Resonance are completely different shows, but all the same, like I would like to have I would like to have this episode have an interesting hook to get me more intrigued, if that makes any sense, into the series. But other than that, like I said, it was an alright first episode. It was pretty much just pretty much setting up the events that would occur to what the story is revolved around, which is about there's this bombing, and there was like a terrorist bomb in Tokyo, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, we don't really know much about it. Other than that, there was like a terrorist bombing in Tokyo, and it's being plotted by these two teenage boys named Nine, which he's like this calm, collected dude, and 12, this happy-go-lucky guy. And yeah, but although this first episode kind of brought up a few questions as to why did they decide to even do it in the first place? Because I don't think the first episode even explained as to why they even did it, because the first couple minutes of the episode we just see them escaping from the Arctic with this object and being pursued by these guys with guns, and then it cuts to the opening, and then it flashes back to like 6 months before the whole terrorist bombing occurred, where they were pretty much plotting to, I believe, like put a bomb in the building before entering their first day of school, which I'm assuming that's you go into school as just a cover to blend with society. But yeah, obviously they're not from around here, as we saw like in the middle of the episode where 9 had a nightmare of him and 12 and a bunch of other kids escaping this place, which I'm led to believe like they were test subjects or some sort of prisoners or whatever, escaping. And yeah, so um but yeah, other than that, again, solid episode. I'm probably gonna be keep repeating myself, but just not really much to go off on apart from it was introducing the main cast. You have Nine, he's this calm, collected dude, gets all the chicks, obviously, because it's anime, and I did like how he was like oh sorry girls, like when the scene where the girls were asking him to give him their number, and he was like oh sorry girls, I don't have a cell phone or anything, and his fucking phone went off, and it was just Nine, I mean, not Nine, it was 12, asking him, I'm hungry, when you coming up the roof and shit like that. So that was pretty funny. 12, he's a pretty, like I said, gotta be a go-lucky guy, but I believe there's more that meets the eye, because when he was setting those bombs up in in the building. He had like the look of he had the look of a killer, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna be on the lookout for 12. And then we have the main chick, Lisa, I believe I think it's Lisa, which pretty much she was an outcast, not an outcast, but pretty much um pretty much like the odd, not the odd one. What's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much the nobody, because like, because she gets bullied by her female classmates, and in turn her mom keeps constantly texting her asking if how she's doing, and she's just like, man, I just wish all these people would just disappear, which led to her becoming an accomplice for 9 and 12, because really she had nothing to lose. I mean, she had no friends. She really didn't really give too much about her family and her mom. So she was like, I ain't got anything better to do. So why don't I be join up with these guys that have some purpose? So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. It was a solid first episode. Give this an episode an 8 out of 10. Looking forward to more. Hope we get some more backstory as to why they decided to plant a bomb in Tokyo. More about 9 and 12's backstory as to what went on in that dream that 9 had of him and 12 and these other kids escaping this place and shit like that. So yeah, so anyway, like the video, dislike the video, subscribe for more Terror into Resonance videos, because I do plan on reviewing this along with Tokyo Ghoul on Thursdays. Yeah, and just leave any comments below of your thoughts on the first episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you different to it? Any feedback is welcome. And yeah, so anyway, this is Seasonal Talk Sam, and I will catch you guys next Thursday.